Well, we have another new neighborhood coming to Airdrie, and this one's on the east side of the city. Spring Valley is the name, and we're going to get into the details of this new area that's going to have a bit of a unique feel to it. We're going to get into things like location, what you'll find inside the neighborhood, timelines, builders, and everything that you might be interested to know about this new area in our city. Now, my name is Brad Walker. I'm a local Airdrie Realtor, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I focus on staying up to date on everything happening in Airdrie so you don't have to. And if you want to make sure to get all the updates for our city, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. But for now, let's get into Spring Valley. Alright, well, first things first, let's start with location. You're going to find Spring Valley on the east side of the city, east of Genesis Place and behind the industrial area of Airdrie. Now, it's going to be developed just north of the small acreage community of Yankee Valley Estates, where you'll find a couple dozen 2-ish acre properties. And the community is going to be 159 acres in size, but the unique piece for this neighborhood is that it's not mostly residential. It's actually only about 35% residential homes. Now, they are calling this neighborhood the puzzle piece neighborhood, meaning that it's intended to be the connecting piece to transition the industrial area of Airdrie into residential area with a smooth, natural feeling transition to it. Now, you can see here that the south and southeast sides of the neighborhood will be where that residential is, with East Lake Hill being the road that will come in through the residential area into Spring Valley, and all of the residential will be to the south side of that road as it goes through the neighborhood. Now, on the north side of East Lake Hill, you'll see that gray area there. This is being described as light industrial, meaning things like offices and other non-intrusive industrial buildings. Now, to the west of Spring Valley, you can see that light purple area. This is going to be your medium industrial, and then the darker purple all around is designated as the heavy industrial. So you can see here how they're trying to give that transition from the heavy industrial into the lighter stuff as you get closer to where the homes will be. And then that blue and yellow stripe section is deemed as park/institutional flex space, which is also going to be the future high school site, which we'll go over a bit later in this video. Well, now you know the lay of the land. Let's take a look at what we can expect from the housing here in Spring Valley. We've got 3 different categories that the homes are going to fit into here in the neighborhood: estate lots, single family, and medium density. Now, these estate lots are planned to run on the south end of the neighborhood so they can match the look of the acreage homes in Yankee Valley Estates. And these lots are going to have a minimum width of 46 feet, but some of them are going to be bigger as well. Now, to put this into perspective, your typical lot width for your bigger front drive homes in other new neighborhoods around the city are usually in the 34 to 36 foot width, and that would be the bigger lots in those neighborhoods as well, and these ones are 46 and up. Now, there's going to be about 50 of these estate lots here in Spring Valley. Now, 46 feet wide is still going to be well smaller than the acreage lots in behind them, with the rear lots of those ones being more like 200 to 400 feet wide, but the goal is to have the nicest houses in the neighborhood backing onto those acreages. I'd imagine the acreage owners that back onto Spring Valley aren't going to be super thrilled, but having an acreage that's now inside the city can do pretty good things to your property value. Now, next up, we have the rest of the single detached homes. These lots will be more your typical size detached lots, with them being 36 feet wide and less, and there'll be a range of front drive homes and laned homes throughout the rest of the residential areas of the neighborhood. And there's planned to be about 427 of these lots in the area. And lastly, we have our medium density residential, which will be your semi-detached homes, duplexes, and your townhomes. And these you'll have about 250 units in the neighborhood, which brings our total housing units count to about 730 homes in this area. And now you might be wondering, well, who is building these homes? So right now we have 4 builders in the area. We'll see New Vista Homes, Genesis Builders, Trico Homes, and Partners Homes. Now, 3 of these 4 builders we've seen many times here in Airdrie, but I don't believe Partners Homes has ever been a significant builder in an Airdrie neighborhood. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I am looking forward to seeing a new builder here in town and how their product ends up looking. Now, I don't know who will be building what styles of homes yet, but I'm sure that we're going to have that information out shortly. They were saying we'd start to see phase 1 sales happening in here in late 2025 or early 2026, but by looking at the current state of development in the area, I'd probably say that we're not looking at sales until about mid next year and possessions sometime in 2027. And after the housing and industrial, we've got that high school site to look at now. Now, the whole area for the school is about 20 acres, and the plan would be for half of it to be the high school and the other half to be sports fields like baseball diamonds, soccer fields, football fields, and a running track. Now, this is just a proposed site design, so this is likely going to change by the time that they're actually building this school, but it could eventually look something like this. And that about does it for what we have on Spring Valley right now. If you think you know someone who might be interested to know about this new area, share this video over to them. And remember, my name is Brad Walker. I'm a local Airdrie realtor with Redline and Real Broker, and I stay up to date on everything going on in Airdrie so you don't have to.